Well, today I had a very sweet email from a person saying, Dom, thanks for all your videos that you do of your exercise. It's really motivating me to do exercise and get off my ass and do my own stuff. I'm like, that's good, that's good. I didn't realise the stuff that I'm doing is actually motivating other people. I'm really doing these to motivate myself and to use as a reminder for the future for me to go, yeah, dumbass, look, this is exercises you used to do and all that kind of stuff. In his email he said, can you tell me what kind of cardio stuff that you're doing? He says he's seen my running stuff and all that kind of stuff, but he's wondering what I'm doing because I said I was doing interval training. So this is what I'm doing in the mornings whenever I've had a breakfast, and I consider the rowing machine almost like a plyometric exercise. Whenever you like go from slow and then try and get up to your absolute maximum that you can pull. What I'm doing is I'm setting the rowing machine on so it's telling me how many calories an hour I would potentially burn if I can row at that particular presence each time. And the most is around about like if you saw at the start of this video, it said 2,410 calories, which is a huge amount in an hour. The rowing machine is a great thing just for the whole body exercise, and it's all about the acceleration of everything from your legs, your back, your arms, your shoulders, your butt. The one thing is about this, the rowing machine was killing my butt after I've been doing cycling the last couple of days, so it's just like, oh, my bum was so sore on that. Then the next thing is,
this next bit is the more plyometric exercises of throwing and catching using 20 kilogram core bag and a 10 kilogram medicine ball. So first one is for the squats and shoulders. Let's try and do 10.
So this, I'm thinking, is really working the shoulders, the triceps, maybe the fronts of the chest, and then every muscle that you use whenever you're doing squats. So I'm squatting right down, throwing the 10 kilogram medicine ball as high as I can. Yes, I fall over, but this is very much a dynamic exercise which I'm doing here. I'm putting in as much explosion as possible. I'm trying to get the medicine ball to touch the roof. Haven't managed to make it do that yet. And I'm throwing it up and I'm catching it down into a squat. So I'm thinking of it really, imagine if you're a rugby player and you're getting battered by a person. You want to be able to have that ability to compress that power. The next thing I'm doing is with this thing called a core bag, which is a new addition to our gym. If you don't have a core bag, I would say you can easily do it with like a bar with some weights on it. Only thing is it's a bit more difficult to focus on it and catch it whenever it's up in the air. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 10 reps of throwing the medicine ball up as high as I can, and that's using the fronts of the shoulders and the chest. And then here I'm using so I'm kind of like doing this is more like the deadlift shot. Not the deadlift, this is more the kind of clean press, or clean, because it's really, once it's up past there, it's just, it's got all its speed. So I was working a bit more the biceps and the kind of side delts, I think. And then what I'm trying to do is then some plyometric press-ups afterwards. So I'm doing press-up with claps in between. Usually just one clap because I'm absolutely shattered. And in total this was turning out to be like a 3-minute exercise. And as you see, there's a couple times when I stopped.
That's a 3-minute exercise.
As you can see, the amount of sweat which is pouring off me because it's all maximal effort. Now here it is just from a different angle. I put it up a little bit higher just to see how it goes. And again, yes, so squat right down, throwing up, and I'm trying to get it so it's all one movement. So the squat down and the throw back up, squat down, throw back up. So it's not like catch, squat, go up. I see a lost balance there and stuff, but I think that's something which I've just got to develop, or you've got to develop. It's just this ability to be able to throw it up straight and be able to catch it, and have balance while you're catching something after it's dropping down about, I must be throwing about 4 meters above me or something. And then again, what I'm doing is I'm considering this to be one set, so 10 throws, 5 pull-up things, and then 10 press-up things. I consider that to be one set. So I'm doing 3 sets of this altogether. I'm not going to show you the third set because it just gets a bit boring. It's the same thing over and over. And with this one, because it really is an explosive exercise, I'm trying to make sure that, you know, my heart rate is through the roof. If I tried to just go straight away, I'd probably barely get it above my head, and I'd just land on my head and I'd fall over, probably injure myself. So here I'm making sure I at least catch my breath. You know, I'm not getting to the point where I'm stopping and relaxing. I'm just catching my breath so that I can put the most amount of effort into each chuck, as it were. And then here is a slightly different press up, still kind of plyometric, so I'm going from side to side. Make sure I separate the legs, and it's going from side to side. But again, on the second set, this is I failed massively. I actually just couldn't get up. I was like, oh my god, this is killing me. So this is, again, a video for myself to remind myself of this is how difficult it was for you in April 2012. Another thing which I thought which would be quite fun, which you can't hear what I'm saying, is just a medicine ball throw. Now, I was doing this first thing in the morning, so there's nobody else in the gym, so there's no danger of me actually hitting anyone. And I wanted to see how far I could throw the medicine ball, so it's 10 kilograms, and that was pretty much, it only went about 4 meters there. It was landing on the 1 meter mark, and then here, I think I've walked a little bit further back, throwing it, and, you know, trying not to hit the GoPro camera, because I think, imagine a 10 kilogram ball smashing in the GoPro camera may damage it. I'd be amazed if the case could actually survive that. And it's a nice spongy ball, so it has a little bounce. So here I'm going 5 meters, and I'm taking an extra 6 steps, so it becomes 5, 6, 7, roughly 7 meters. And here's my throw back. And this is just kind of like an explosion exercise, which I think I need to work on, I think. Not too sure, but it's something which is, I thought, just brought an extra little kind of dimension, a little bit of fun to the exercise that I was doing.
The other option, if you don't have one of those kind of core bag things, is just to do it with a normal barbell. So same as what I was doing there before, just throwing it up and catching it. If you are short-sighted, you may want to wear your glasses. If not, then just hope it doesn't hit yourself in the face. The first ones you can still do from your squat down. Oh. It's a little bit more tricky catching this. And then another one from below. Turn it up. Have your hands kind of shoulder width apart. That one's a bit less scary because it's not going up as high above your head. But try and just let it go as soon as it's past your shoulder height. So it really is all about the explosion from there, really working the sides of your shoulders, biceps and your back.
And as you can see, these exercises absolutely destroy me. But I'm doing this all in the morning, before work, and I'm finding that's so far giving me the best results going on. And with this kind of explosive exercises, I'm not having massive chocolate cravings later on in the day. Whenever I was doing the low intensity cardio on, what do you call it, whenever you haven't had any breakfast. Low intensity cardio with no breakfast, doing that for like 45 minutes, so you're burning about 400 calories. I found I was craving chocolate and crisps and nuts and sweeties so bad. But with this stuff, I'm not. The interval and the explosive and the high intensity exercises seems to be working a lot better with helping me control my cravings, because I'm also having a little bit of breakfast before I go to like half a protein shake or something before I go, and then an apple and a banana usually straight after. So that's what I'm doing. If that helps you, that's great. Cheers. Bye bye.